Tasmania, a land of World Heritage Wilderness, dense rainforests, incredibly tall trees, majestical waterfalls, penguins, wombats, and the elusive Tasmanian devil.
We still haven't seen a Tassie devil.
After spending our first few days exploring small towns along the north coast and finding wild penguins, we were ready to go into the wild. Good morning, friends.
Hello.
We had a lovely night last night at the Marijuana, I keep wanting to say marijuana, the Marijuana Hotel, and we're heading today to the Tarkine Drive. This is going to take us into some beautiful temperate rainforest, and I think I was reading somewhere it's the largest temperate rainforest or cool weather rainforest in Australia and the second largest in the world. So I don't actually know where the largest one in the world is.
Maybe even New Zealand, around that southwest coast of New Zealand. We'll have to find that out, yeah.
We headed south down to the coast. We crossed over the Arthur River and made our way to the edge of the world. So we're just going to take a quick walk down to the lookout here.
There's a real rugged beauty to this place, isn't there? And we're just admiring the rock formations and the fact there's so much driftwood stacked on top of these rock formations. So it makes you appreciate the wild storms that must occur through here. Beautiful wildflowers as well. It's quite spectacular.
We kept noticing these audible rumble strips on the road. We later learned that they're to warn wildlife.
Look at him.
We left the sealed road and headed for Nelson Bay, where we had lunch parked up by the beach. So we're here at Nelson Bay. We've just parked the van. We're going to take a walk around to Sundown Point and try and see these Aboriginal petroglyphs. It's a 2-kilometre walk there and back. The map actually says to take the inland road, but all trails points to going along this coastal way. So we're going to walk along the coast and then we can always come back along the inland route. Imagine having that as your little beach shack. How do these big pieces of driftwood get up here, Nigel? Look at these, they're massive. And where have they come from?
Oh, it's washed out through the rivers and then up on the shore, I guess.
Check out these hollow rocks. Nigel's found the petroglyphs. I walked straight past them. These circles.
It's kind of like these round circles. Another one up there.
Yeah.
This circular
Yep.
petroglyphs.
Oh yeah, look at that one. Well spotted, Nige. It's not a particularly long walk, but you've got to remember that you're walking in soft sand all the way. I want to live in that house. It'd be so cool. We got back onto the road and turned away from the coast onto the Tarkine Drive loop. Now we're really heading into the wild. The Tarkine Forest is a large area of cool temperate rainforest. Our first stop was at the Sumac Lookout. And it's only about a 5-minute walk, I think, off the road. where we should be able to see down all the way over the Arthur River.
You can see the run of eucalypts at the top where they've been affected by fire, and eucalyptus trees require wildfire for them to regenerate. So they dominate those tracks, and then down in the lower reaches, the myrtle, they dominate where those parts of land are affected by fire. There you go.
We got back on the road and continued driving through the forest until we found our camp for the night. Tonight we are going to stay at the Julius River motorhome and caravan site. This is just a pull off the main road. There are pretty much 4, maybe 5 campsites here. We're in quite a big area here, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone else comes and pulls up in here beside us. This is where we're staying. There's no facilities here, and we're surrounded by the bush, no phone reception. So yeah, it's just going to be a nice quiet night here tonight. Poor old Nigel, we've just got into camp. He's gone straight up to lie down in the bed. But he's sitting up now because he decided it's time for a beer. The chemist did tell him that he shouldn't be having any cold drinks.
Fiddly sticks.
I know, right? Like, if you've got a sore throat, you need something cool to soothe it.
Yeah,
so
that'll reduce the swelling.
What's that?
It'll reduce the swelling.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It has to.
Soothe the razor blade feeling. So we're in Tassie, so we decided we should be drinking Tasmanian. This is called Moo Brew. Local drop. Here you go, Nige, get this into you.
Yeah, it's going to be medicinal. Did you hear that?
I do. It made a moo noise, didn't it?
It's just one of my jokes. Oh, that's tasty.
Nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good eye. Good morning, friends. Poor Nigel is feeling a little bit worse today. He's been sick for about the last 4 days. Making our way a couple of 100 metres back along the Tarkine Drive to the Julius River picnic area, I think it is.
I'll take one for the team.
Taking one for the team?
You are.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll just go and do the hike this morning while Nigel recovers a little bit. This is the Julius River picnic area, day use area, so there's toilets here. And it's just down in this beautiful little area there. Toilets right by the side of the road. Now this picnic area is only for under 7 metres. So if you're towing a caravan, you're going to need to park out there. We just make it. But there are gas barbecues here, parking, and there's a couple of little walks. So I'm going to go and do one of these walks. Just the shorter one, I think. I'm going to do the Julius River Rainforest Walk while Nigel is staying nice and warm in the van, making himself some breakfast. So this is the one that I'm doing, the river walk. Actually, I think it's going to go that way around the river. We shall see. 30 minutes. I've just sprayed my legs with some Bushmans because it is a little bit wet today, as you can tell, because I'm wearing my rain jacket. I'm in the rainforest, so I'm a little bit concerned about leeches. Fingers crossed. So the walk starts off on this boardwalk, and bridge going over the river. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
Right, so whilst I'm Crook and Susie's taking one for the team, I'm going to make myself some mushrooms on toast. You beauty. And the ingredients I like to use, obviously mushroom, garlic paste, a dob of that, about half a bird's eye chilli, and some coconut yogurt, just to give it a bit of creamy texture at the end. And then we have a dob of butter and combined with a drizzle of oil on a low heat so I don't burn the butter.
It's just beautiful in here. These ferns. I'm going to have to send Nigel just to have a little look.
Right, the mushrooms and chilies are in there. There's a dob of garlic, and anything else you can think of. I think there's some parsley in the fridge somewhere. I'll put that in. Thank you, Brendan and Lisa, for your homegrown parsley. That'll go down well. And just put the lid on, let that simmer away for a bit. Oh, hard to do that one-handed. Okay, so those, a little bit of chilli in there. Those mushrooms have been caramelising quite well. So now we can add a bit of the yogurt just to cream him up. Yumbo, and there's my vitamin B fix for the day, friends.
So you get to the end of the boardwalk here, and then the walk continues up through the rainforest. Quite a few tree roots to walk over. It's so beautiful walking up through the rainforest though. What a magical way to start the day. And now we're going to head away from the river up these stairs. It's very narrow. You wouldn't want to meet someone coming the other way. They're like just wide enough for one person. So this is the myrtle tree. There are like a lot of them around. This one's obviously very old. I wish it told us how old it was. She is a big tree. And this one, maybe because it's like a beard, but with all this fern growing off it, this is the man fern. And just like that, I've crossed back over that bridge and I'm back in the car park. So that walk has taken me 20 minutes. It's really beautiful though, and I think it gives you a really good introduction into what this cool temperate rainforest is like. The next walk that we're going to do today is Lake Chism, and this is another 30-minute walk. Nigel is going to put some shoes on and see how he feels to do the walk. It's supposed to be a short 30-minute walk up to one of the finest examples of a limestone sinkhole. Now we saw a lot of these around Mount Gambier, so it will be interesting to compare. Nigel is on the trail. Whoa, look how big these trees are.
There's that one.
Whoa. What sort of tree is it?
Giant eucalyptus. What a massive tree.
I need to hug this tree.
Never one to shirk an opportunity to hug a tree. Look at this guy.
Feel the energy from it.
What a magnificent giant eucalyptus.
Wow.
Don't mind the toilet paper.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I kid you not.
Where?
Down there. Pigs.
What is wrong with people?
It just gives me the bloody shit.
So we're just walking up to the lake now. It's very platypusy, isn't it?
No, I saw a duck.
A duck. Well, Nigel, I think the lake itself was a bit of a letdown. But the walk through the forest has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I mean the weather, you know, affected the lake probably. A bit overcast and windy. But the forest is magnificent, isn't it?
It's amazing. We crossed the river again and passed these beautiful wildflowers. We popped out of the forest and drove through farmland to Trata Arch, the highlight of the Tarkine Drive. Alrighty, well this is the last stop. We are at the Trata Arch and it's a 15-minute walk down. There's sinkholes and an interesting geological formation here. And the path is apparently nice and easy the entire way down to...
You get a Zimmer down here.
The modern Zimmers, Nige, you don't have to do this with your arms because they're on wheels.
Oh, that's no fun.
I know.
Oh, you something like this?
Yeah, there you go. Maybe you can inherit your mum's. Very cool. Yeah.
Fig-like, isn't it?
Well, I was reading somewhere that the difference between this cool temperate rainforest and a tropical rainforest, or one of the differences, is the trees don't have those big buttresses like they have in the tropical rainforest.
I guess because the ground's not so sodden, maybe? Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. And the other big difference, of course, being the moss. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah.
This is the arch. Gosh, this is so cool.
Very cool.
So we got here and there was absolutely no one here, and while we were setting up for our shots, about 5 groups arrived.
The whole Tasmania's arrived.
Yeah. Everyone, oh yeah, even down there, there's a small cave. Yeah. People going down in there, there's a cave up through there, there's a cave up there, there's a cave at the back. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's absolutely incredible down here. Like, right in this arch. Nigel's up there just getting the photo set up. Where have you gone, Nigel?
Up here.
Look at where Nigel is. Nigel, no! Don't do it! Pretty spectacular spot, ain't it?
Yeah, it's nice, eh?
So you can walk down. Ooh, it's a bit spooky, so it's just a little cave in there. Can't get all the way, and there's that big cave at the back. There's another little cave down there. But I did hear a lady saying that often the water level is much, much higher. So that's looking back outside the arch from the pool. Alright, I think it's lunchtime. So we're back to the Arthur River here, where we started the loop, where we headed up to Sumac. Poor old Nigel can't stop coughing. Clearly we didn't think too hard about the rain when we mounted the GoPro on the outside of the van. So friends, we've gone left for adventure. We're driving along the, what's it called, Nige?
The Western Explorer, I think it's called.
Western Explorer Highway.
Road.
It's not much of a highway, it's a dirt road. Winding up through the mountains. There are some incredibly steep sections on this road, both up and downhill, and those sections have been paved. Here we go onto the seal. Of course the camera doesn't show how steep it is. Nigel's just turned down into second gear. We just crawl up here. This lookout is just incredible. Pity there's so much rain. The views are amazing though. Drones are prohibited in any national park or conservation area in Tasmania. These lands cover well over 50% of the state. The fines are hefty, so we hope you understand that we won't be showing you many drone shots from Tasmania. Instead, I'll stand up high on a hill and run after the van. The reality of being a YouTuber in Tassie when you're not allowed to fly the drone is now I have to walk up about 500 metres to catch up with Nige in the rain. Here he is, reversing back to meet me. We went down a super steep hill, crossed the river, and then back up to the mountaintops where we found the most epic spot to camp for the night. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Join us next week when we discover more of the beautiful wilds of Tasmania. Meanwhile, go check out this video for some of our other favourite wilderness and free camps. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.